Hi, this is Ernie again, and I still love America. Still love this beautiful country. I love just about everything about it, like I said before. And that's always going to be basically the theme of just about everything I say. But today I've got a couple of comments, a couple of questions. Maybe you guys can help me out with some answers. Number one, how did Sean Penn become an authority on American diplomacy? Now that's just a question. I'm not really knocking the guy. He's not a very good actor. But anyway, I'm not knocking. I just wondered how he became an authority on American diplomacy versus Iraq or Korea or whatever. So that was just kind of a question I wanted to throw out. The other thing I wanted to throw out to everybody is, why is everybody so locked up on this African American, Spanish American, Mexican American, Irish American kind of a thing? That seems to me really, really divisive. What if we all got together and started saying something like, well, I'm an American of Irish descent. Sounds pretty much the same, but it does put the country first, and I think if you're lucky enough to live in this country, you probably should put it first once in a while. You know, I'm an Irish American. We come from a long line of Irish traditions, and I still consider myself an American first and then an Irishman. I've been to Ireland. I loved it. I love the people. But I don't want to live there. I want to live right here in this country. I have friends who are Portuguese. They're very staunch traditional Portuguese. But you know what? They're in America. They love America. And why don't we all try it? Why, instead of saying African American, why don't we say, hey man, I'm an African from, or I'm an American, excuse me. I'm an American and I'm from African descent. Or I'm an American with Canadian descent. Whatever ethnic background you want to use. Why don't we try that? Maybe, you know, that might take away a little tension. And in this world, we could all lose a little bit of tension. Another thing that I don't understand anymore is the me thing, okay? I'm going to use an old sport adjective or whatever they call it that they used to say, and that is that it's not the name on the back that counts, it's the name on the front that counts. And I think the front of all of our jerseys says American, and on the back then it says our name or our ethnicity or something of that nature. So I think that would be, you know, a good idea. Give me a call, give me a holler, give me a video, give me a comment, however you'd like. Tell me what you think of that idea. I think that'd be kind of good because it would all make us Americans first, and maybe it would get rid of, like I said, a lot of the tenseness and the, oh boy, we're just a tense country right now, and I don't think we should be. Kind of the last thing I guess that I wanted to mention is something really nice to do when you're out and about. Our American GIs, our guys and girls, and in the Air Force and the Navy and the Coast Guard and the Army and Marines, all of them, they're putting a lot on the line for us. Now, whether you do or do not agree with the war, that's not the point I want to make right now. The point is these people volunteered. They joined the service, especially in the last 5 years. They knew what was going to happen, and they knew probably where they were going to go. So the next time you see a GI or a sailor or a Marine or a Coast Guard, anybody in uniform somewhere in a restaurant or a mall or whatever, why don't you just walk up to them, shake their hand and say, thank you. Thank you for what you did. And I'll tell you what, if you're in a restaurant, you got a couple extra bucks, buy their lunch. Don't tell them, don't let them know who did it. Just call the waitress over and say, hey, your lunch is on me. These people are putting their butt on the line for you and for me. And I think they deserve every inch of respect that we can give them. Okay? Try a couple of those things. Think a couple of things that I talked about. You know, we'll talk about the lunatics running the asylum in one of these times. You'll learn to know how I feel about Congress and senators and those kind of people pretty soon. And lawyers and then a few other little groups I think as a country we can, you know, maybe eradicate. You know, maybe like you know, termites. But anyway, hey, that's all I've got to say this time. To think about a couple of things I did. Try it. See if it works. See how good it makes you feel to be good to a serviceman. All right. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.